Hey water signs, it's Empress Rose here and welcome to the water sign reading. Now after this reading you can go to Vimeo, or at any time you want actually, and then over on Vimeo there'll be individual readings for Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces over there, and you can purchase those for a small little fee. But this is just going to be for our water signs, our dear and lovely water signs. And the topic we're talking about, actually, why didn't I do water signs first here? It's the clog in your pipes. So pipes, water, how we channel, how we move water, how we, I wasn't thinking this was specifically emotions, but it is sort of something that's jammed up in your life, not moving. How's it get moving? What's the situation? What's the story? So over here, we're going to talk about what you want to be moving, sort of what area of life or what's the external situation around that. What is the actual clog? Is it hair? Is it food? What's the clog? What's the holdup? And then the advice, what you can do after that. And then we'll do a little prayer. But over on Vimeo, we'll do your perspective, your higher self's perspective. And sometimes those are the same. Sometimes those are really different. Your to-do list, call the plumber, use some Drano, move out, and what it looks like when it clears. What's the end result when this finally gets moving? The other thing I want to say is I have started a new Instagram page for Empress Rose Tarot. So, and it's a little pink lady, a little pink Renaissance lady is the little icon there. It's Empress Rose Tarot. And I'd love it if you join me. It's very, very small right now, but I'll just be posting little shorts from these videos and probably some other stuff too. So, all right, let's get started. I'm going to shuffle one more time. We're using Guardian of the Night Tarot by MJ Collinane. All right, going to cut this loud but smooth. Ooh, this deck shuffles so smoothly. Okay. Your goal, your desire, the external situation, the obstacle, the advice. And then I'll pull clarifiers from these different oracle decks up here on each one of these. All right, the goal, the desire, Seven of Wands. You want to stand your ground. You want to make space for what you want to make space for. Kind of looks like you want to evolve, and all these unevolved people are like, yeah, no. You shouldn't be up there. You shouldn't be up there. We're water. We're in the water. But you earned this. You have dreams, you have desires, you have things you want to accomplish in this place, and you want to at least hold your ground. Your goal, desire, it doesn't seem too lofty. It seems to at least hold your ground and not lose ground, not lose, not have anyone take your position, not have anyone usurp your throne. So I guess holding your ground can actually be a pretty difficult task. Holding on to, and maybe the high ground too, but there's a way in which you've grown, you've evolved, you've moved up to this other step, and then there are a bunch of maybe naysayers. You shouldn't be up there, or maybe they're like, I want to be up there, I'm going to get up there, I'm going to dethrone you. And there's just some sort of real primitive vibe here, like you've outgrown some sort of You've acquired something much more solid, and you would like to hold on to it and not lose it to other people or others, either by them doubting that you should be up there or by them dethroning you. There's things you can do up here. There's a lot of abundance up here for you, and you worked hard to get here. Someone was telling me about, it must be so easy to be happy or whatever, like, and this is reminding me that there's no, everybody that's happy worked their butt off for that, and not materially, but internally. They worked their butt off to get there, to have those ideas, to commit to having positive ideas and to their own happiness. So, anyway, that's a little bit of this. If you're happy, you want to maintain it, and you don't want these naysayers to take you down. External situation, area of life, Eight of Pentacles. This is in work. This is about work. You've attained and acquired some sort of position that you don't want to lose, and you also don't want to get discouraged about it. So Eight of Pentacles, it's some sort of, it's work, basically. And we have this work that you're well suited to, work that maybe you have a team that you work with, So there's work in the situation. It's basically a work situation. The obstacle, Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands, an inspired new idea. Inspiration, creativity, a new creative project, a new spiritual belief. It's like somehow preventing you from working, or it's preventing you, some sort of inspired idea or a new project could be creating an issue for where you're at right now. Like you may be having difficulty maintaining where you're at as this new creative project comes forward. But this is interesting because we have the spider and the spider web. And to me, this is sort of creativity, right? The spider creates this sort of work of art right here, and then sits and waits for the abundance to come in and land in their web. So here we have this whole grid existence, but then we have this creative step out of that. And these lilies representing sort of new life, catching the light. You've caught a light here. You've caught, you know, this magical lightning bug in your art web. And this is very inspiring, but it seems to be having, it seems to create some sort of risk for the solid ground you feel that you're on right now and all that you've accomplished so far. There's a new idea in town. There's a new project in town. There's a new thing in town, and it's feeling like maybe a little bit of a threat to your stability and to what you've already accomplished and achieved. The advice is the Hanged Man. That's interesting. The clog is this creative project, and the advice is to just wait and see. Get a different perspective. I absolutely have to talk about how we have the possum as the Hanged Man. The possum, so the Hanged Man is hanging upside down. So here we have the possum hanging from its tail upside down. As I learned how they sleep. So getting this different perspective, but it doubles too, because the possum also plays dead as a self-defense mechanism, which I absolutely love for the Hanged Man, because the Hanged Man, actually this whole reading was inspired by the Hanged Man. I thought I want to do a little individual reading. I want a little extra over on Vimeo for you guys. What should I do? And I thought, well, the first major arcana I'll pull, I'll do a reading on that. So that was the Hanged Man, the clog, the absolute clog. Maybe you're the clog in the machinery here. The advice, though, you know, like it's the clog. It's like what stopped everything. What's the holdup here? And so this Hanged Man is like wait and see, hang out, be the holdup you wish to see in the world. To quote Gandhi, hang out, pause. The advice is just to pause, put something on pause something, and figure some things out. Like don't rush, figure some things out, put something on pause. So we've got this clog. Maybe we want to like maintain a clean house, but we've got a clog and it's going to be hard of creativity. We have to stop cleaning house. We have to stop doing this work in order to attend to a creative situation. And the advice is to just kind of chill out, wait and see what happens. And to maybe put something on pause. I would think put something on pause. Yeah, we're not going to get too specific about it. All right, now I'm going to take from these oracle cards, and let's see what we find. I'm going to just split each one of these 4 decks and add it in here. Interesting. You're not the only one that got the scales right there. All right. I love this. We got for the goal, the desire, awakening, leveling up, 7 of Wands. Here you have leveled up. And it's a difficulty. You want to maintain that. So this awakening, a new way of being, integration, and this is a totally new way of being, this sort of symbol of evolution out of here. We have a new way of being on dry land. So something more solid, maybe even it has to do with these pentacles in this work-related situation. You're on pretty solid ground. You got a bunch of people that would like your position. And so you're awakening. Maybe you want a new, the goal and the desire could be promotion, could be something more solid, could be an evolution of something and moving out of the crowd and into a position, an elevated position. So the awakening here, energetic upgrades, this always to me is like promotion, learning something new. That's the goal, is to make some progress, to be better, This one has it sort of feeling like to be better than, which is a very competitive spirit. Not like more worth, not having to do with like worth and value and inherent worth and value, but to be better than you've been, to improve, to be elevated, to make this space to improve, to want to improve things, to be in a much better position than you've been. And then other people really are. I mean, it is kind of, we do have, in the system we have created as a whole, as humanity, we do have sort of a dog situation. We do have a need to be better than the next person in some aspects and arenas. So it just is feeling very competitive. Feels uncomfortable for me to say that, but I think pretty sure that's my hang up and not yours. Maybe it's yours. So the goal and the desire is evolution. You want to evolve. You want to be better than, you want to improve and evolve and elevate, be elevated. External situation, we have this work, 8 of Pentacles, butterfly garden. So this card is about transformation, about change, about changing your mind. And watching yourself change your mind, watching yourself grow, watching yourself develop and learn. And so it has to do with work and changes, watching some changes at work, watching yourself change as you approach work. There's strong pollinator vibes here too. So as far as like being part of creation, being part of fertility. But there's transformation, and there's the protection of that transformation and the observation of the transformation when it comes to a work situation. So the external situation is that your work is changing, your work is transforming. How you use your mind to do this work is also transforming and changing. And there's a little bit of protected space around the work too. Garden is always, the butterfly garden is always about the guarded land, the land we build a wall around and we call ours. So there might be something about territorial space, a guarded space, a space that you'd like to guard. And this is what we're getting here too with this guarded space. So the external situation has maybe some work that you're very protective of. But it's change. There's a transformation in the work environment. And at least in like the processes of work, or like how we use our minds at work, how you perceive work perhaps. I think the work itself is changing. Your like jobby job is like changing, and the way it's changing is causing you to have to think in a different way, is what I would say here. And then the obstacle, we have this new inspired idea, but we also have the scales. So Libra here, we are in Libra season as I'm doing this. I don't know what season it is when you find this, but as I'm doing this, we're in Libra season. This obstacle could be a Libra. There might be a Libra standing in your way. There might be justice, something legal, the rules, fairness. Needing to be fair might, an inspiration. Hold on. Decision making. What's the holdup? It could be maybe people needing to make decisions, needing to weigh out risks and benefits of a creative idea, a spiritual idea, a sense of fairness. The obstacle could be something needing to be fair, something not being fair. You could just have a big old Libra in your pipes that's clogging up the machinery. But it does feel like the obstacle could be a decision-making practice, a decision-making process about something creative or spiritual, a need to to balance something out. This is reminding me, and like fair give and take, fair compensation for creative work could be part of what's holding this all up, the clog in the machine. Figuring out what is fair compensation for creative work. Could be the justice system, creating a slowdown, a clog. And then the advice, we had Hanged Man, and then that gets combined with Aya. You are being invited to connect to the healing power of plants and animals. So hanging out and using this time, the advice is to hang out, chill out, and use some plants and animals. But there's something else about her too. This is really interesting. I was going to use my goddess deck, and instead I used this deck, and she's in both decks. So hold on a second. Okay, we have Aya here as our advice. And I was mistaking her for Oya, change, wind, storms. But it turns out they're both Orisha sisters. So, and I think beyond that is going to be a lot more research that needs to be done about how they're related. So, but we have Hanged Man. The advice is to hang out, chill out, try to relax. This is go outside, connect with nature. Don't just keep doing your routine, because you're meant to find a different perspective in this time of holdup. So you're not supposed to do anything really other than like go reconnect with nature. So if you have something that's kind of stuck in your life, don't just keep doing the same old thing, but go connect with some nature here. Go out into the world. You'll find your healing outside and in nature. So if that's your routine, keep doing that. If that's not your routine, if you tend to spend more time inside, this is saying to go out and connect with Mother Earth for a little bit while you're in this place of hanging out. And that's your job right now, is to perhaps meditate, perhaps connect with Earth, be outside if at all possible, and really ground yourself while you're in this ungrounded position. You are meant to be grounded. The position remains ungrounded. The position remains held up for now. But in this time, make sure you are grounded and you are connecting to the earth and you are identifying as a creature of the earth. So, all right. And then one last prayer, and then you can head over to Vimeo with this foundation, and then we'll look at how you see the clog, how your higher self sees the clog, more to do. If there's anything more to do right now, the to do is hang out, make sure you're grounded, even if the situation remains up in the air, and then what the future possibly looks like. All right, we've got 2 of these puppies from the Wild Kuan Yin. The brightness of your future. Okay. Listen to your discontent, your yearning. You want something true. You should not just be quiet and get back to your day job or how things have been as if you're making a drama out of nothing. You're meant to be moved by these feelings, to become more alive. Trust in the brightness of what is meant to be. So to me, this is like, if you're feeling restless, you feel like you want to go outside, go outside. If you feel like anxious, or you need to change something, or you need to do something, go do that thing. Don't tell other people to go do the thing. You go do the thing. This happens a lot, I think, online when we like, people should be doing this. No, you go do this. You have these feelings, you go do something. React to the feelings. Take some action about your feelings. Let them move you. If you're having anxiety, shift something. If you're, well, there's a lot of bad examples there. But anyway, be smart about it. Be hopeful about the future, the brightness of the future. Yeah, even though we've got this hanged man here. And in the meantime, listen to your inner calling of what you need and take care of yourself. So, and then we have this one. Harvest Mother watches over me. The inner world offers powerful healing energy. Yes, right? Meditation. You be grounded, and I'd prefer if you be grounded outside. Creating space to receive it with love, patience, acceptance, and willingness to hear, feel, again with the feelings, and honor all messages from our inner world with wisdom allows this inner medicine to work its healing magic. So all messages from our inner world. So that's all the feelings. We are accepting the feelings that feel a little unacceptable sometimes. We're allowing those. Even if it seems unfathomable at an intellectual level, the inner world knows how to restore and heal every aspect of the soul. We just need to invite and allow it. So again, this sort of meditative space, the inner world knows how to restore and heal every aspect of the soul. So we have this healing and we have stillness here. Between these two, I see that your job right now is to be still and to allow your feelings. That's your job. The clog, it seems like the clog is very external. Like it's legal, it's big, it's structural. We have a structural clog regarding creativity or something like that, or even spirituality. And so just be still and meditate. That's what I'm seeing here. Harvest Mother watches over me. So you're being sort of protected while you're in this sort of still, quiet space. And if you feel moved to write a letter to your congressperson, or go to the vigil, or then do that. But I think we're mostly focusing on stillness, and then that idea and the brightness of your future comes out of that stillness. So, all right, if you'd like to join me individually over on Vimeo, let's go do that. If not, I love you. See you later. Well, I love you if you come over, and I love you if you don't come over. It's really unconditional. So, bye.